In May of 1886, Dr. John Pemberton invented Coca-Cola. Well, he didn't invent it in 86. He'd brought it to a pharmacy for testing, and then after that, it was sold for 5 cents a glass as a fountain drink at this pharmacy, called Jacob's Pharmacy. The drink was first called Pemberton's French Wine, and it was a tonic sold at drugstores, used for various things, such as treating the common cold, all the way up to even being said to help with morphine addiction. And it was sold as a medical tonic until the one fateful day that it was brought to Jacob's Pharmacy. And then we had a soda, or a pop. Mountain Dew was created in 1952 by Allie and Bert. In 1940, Allie and Barney Hartman created the first formula for Mountain Dew. It was originally created to be made as a mixer. Soft drinks were a very commonly sold thing, and so it really wasn't considered to be a soft drink to just drink. It was made to be specifically a mixer with whiskey. And in 1958, Bill Bridgeforth created the updated formula for Mountain Dew, which is still commonly what we have. The first bottles that were ever produced had the phrasing Yahoo Mountain Dew as the actual name of the drink. In 1919, an American in Lodi, California named Roy Allen founded A&W Root Beer. He also had a partner that didn't get as much credit, named Frank Wright. On A&W's first debut, they were marketed for the people returning home from World War I, and they were 88 cents a glass. The name A&W stands for the partners that created it. A for the next day after that, the drink was just available for everybody. And the name A&W stands for the creators of the drink, Roy Allen and Frank Wright. And A&W, bumpin'. In 2002, Hanson Natural Company in Corona, California, came up with one of the best products in the entire world, in my personal opinion, and that is Monster Energy. They started out in Corona, California, at Hanson Natural Company's factory, whereas in 2012, on January 5th, they then proceeded to change their name to Monster Beverage Corporations. In the early 1880s, a pharmacist named Charles Alberton in Waco, Texas, invented Dr. Pepper. The drink was not served until 1885, but the reason that he made the drink is because he just really enjoyed what the pharmacy smelled like, with all of the fruity flavors and chemicals and all the stuffs in the air. He just really liked it. In 1946, Vacuum Foods Corporation invented Minute Maid, though at the time, the corporation's name was actually Florida Foods Corporation, and the name Minute Maid was made to reflect the ease of making Minute Maid and how quickly you could do it, due to it being a frozen concentrate, and only 20% of the orange's moisture would be lost through that. Minute Maid was also the first concentrated, kind of fruit juice to be marketed throughout the states. Due to a partnership between PepsiCo and Unilever, in 1991, Brisk was born. The first drink released by Brisk was lemon-flavored black tea. 1941, Nazi Germany. Very terrible, very, very, very terrible time. But did come up with one amazing thing. In 1941, Fanta was invented in Germany. And the reason being is because Fanta was a lot easier to get the ingredients for. America kind of cut off a lot of trade for Nazi Germany back then, and so they couldn't get the ingredients for Coca-Cola too easily. So they just invented a new drink called Fanta, and it just became the alternative. The drink was named Fanta because America did not think that it was going to be a success, and so had named it with fantastisch being the German word and it translating to Fanta. In 1893, Caleb Bradham invented Pepsi Cola. It was originally called Brad's Drink, and in 1898 is when it was changed from Brad's Drink to Pepsi Cola. Pepsi meaning like Pepsid, and the reason being is because it was viewed as a drink that you drink to clear indigestion and stomach problems, while cola was being added onto the end of it for the taste profile. So, helps with indigestion, tastes like cola. It is believed that coffee beans were eaten by Ethiopians around the Red Sea around 575 AD, though it wasn't until around the 15th century when, in Yemen, the first liquid coffee, or the earliest example of liquid coffee, is known to exist. In 1906, a chemist named J.M. Thomson invented crushed soda. The soda did not take off until Clayton Howell and Neil Ward perfected the soda's formula in 1911. The first flavor of the soda crush was orange, as you might suspect, and it's very scrutinized and kind of bounces back and forth from different sources on where was the first crushed soda served, but it is widely believed that it was at the Harborside Bar and Grill in Maryland. Though I'm not too keen on leaning that way because the drink was invented in Chicago. This is all of the drink brands that I could find that Coca-Cola has released in the United States. Of course, just all of the basic Coke products: Sprite, Fanta, Minute Maid, Gold Peak Tea, Vitamin Water, Fresca, Powerade, Body Armor, Mr. Pibb, Costa Coffee, Chivita, Appletizer, Topo Chico, Schwappies, Georgia, Jucos del Valle, Ayataka, Honest, Fuse Beverages, Fairlife, Innocent Drinks, Diet Coke, Seal, Aquarius, and Smart Water. Was groovy, baby. So, you know Arizona Tea? Well, its actual company's name is Arizona Beverage Companies Co. And in 1992, Arizona Beverage Companies Co. was founded in Brooklyn City, New York, to compete against Snapple, which is also a New York brand. And the first drinks that Arizona ever released were lemon and raspberry teas that had bright pink and turquoise labels. In 1959, Sprite was actually just a flavor of Fanta. It was the lemon-lime flavor of Fanta, and it was made in West Germany. Its official name was Fanta Claire Zitron, and that means Fanta Clear Lemon. It was released in America in 61 under the name Sprite as 7-Up's competitor.